I need lights!
Marker!
Roll camera!
We have speed!
Action!
It is my belief that when a man becomes a part of this bureau, he must so conduct himself as to eliminate even the slightest possibility of criticism as to his conduct.
Mr. Tolson, I need someone who I can trust. I want you to be my number 2 man. You understand? I need you.
Imagine if every citizen in this country were uniquely identifiable by the pattern on their fingers. Imagine how quickly we could find them if they committed a crime.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio as J. Edgar Hoover, the man credited for creating one of the best crime-fighting organizations in the world, the FBI, in Clint Eastwood's new film, J. Edgar. Now, the movie chronicles his life back and forth. We go back and forth between 1919, when J. Edgar was just a young man who was ambitious, but also a true patriot. He wanted to fight communism, socialism, and later on, in the 20s and 30s, basically take on the gangster with the Tommy gun, and his rise to director of FBI, still fighting communism and socialism, but then starting to become corrupt and have a hunger and a thirst for power and to hold on to his position, where he started keeping secret files on presidents, attorney generals, congressmen, and anyone who was a threat to the United States of America, and to J. Edgar himself.
You remember that file we created on his wife?
Mrs. Roosevelt.
Will you make a copy for me, please?
Is that legal?
Sometimes you need to bend the rules a little in order to keep your country safe.
Please leave the transcripts here with me.
Feel free and share them with your brother, Mr. Kennedy. Let him know that I have a copy of my own. The president is afraid.
All the admiration in the world can't fill the spot where love goes.
We are the sinners, Edgar. We tolerated lawlessness in the land until it grew to diabolical proportions. The blood is on your hands, Edgar.
I don't know who I can trust anymore.
I see right through you! You're a scared, heartless, horrible little man!
Directed by Clint Eastwood and based on a true story, J. Edgar is an ambitious historical drama that has some solid performances. Leonardo DiCaprio is very effective. It's a good performance he gives here as young J. Edgar, a man who's a little awkward, ambitious, but a true patriot who wants to take on communism, socialism, and the gangster with the Tommy gun, and basically helps build the FBI and then becomes head of the FBI, giving the agents the tools they need to fight crime. And he delivers a okay performance as the latter J. Edgar, the old J. Edgar, who basically becomes corrupted by his own power and paranoid against anyone who might try to take his power away or who he thinks might be a threat against the United States of America. There's a problem with his performance, though, but I'll get to that. Because it suffers also, it causes the problems with Naomi Watts and Armie Hammer's performance. Naomi Watts, as his personal secretary, is good. She's got some nice scenes with Leonardo, but we never really get an explanation about that relationship and why she's so dedicated and loyal to him. Clint never really goes there. Mr. Eastwood never really explains that to us, so Naomi Watts, although a very talented actress, is not given a lot to do except basically, yes, sir, no, sir. Why are we doing this? Oh, don't question you, sir. I was expecting more. Now, Armie Hammer from The Social Network is very good as Tolson, J. Edgar's right-hand man, and possible, could they be interested in each other? Because remember, there were rumors that J. Edgar was homosexual, and Clint touches upon that in the film. But the two biggest problems with the film, really, is with the horrible makeup job, especially on Armie Hammer, when these men are supposed to be in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Oh my gosh, it takes you right out of the drama on screen, and you can't help but notice, man, that's a bad makeup job. Why don't they just take off the mask? Leonardo DiCaprio's makeup is not as obvious, and Naomi Watts actually probably has the best makeup job. But that's the problem with bad makeup. It takes you out of the action and out of the drama and reminds you it's just a movie. Also, the last 25 to 30 minutes becomes slow and ponderous. You're really just waiting for the movie to end. I had high expectations and high hopes for J. Edgar in the hands of Clint Eastwood and Leonardo DiCaprio starring. Sorry to say, it does come up short. It's not a great film. It's a good film with some good performances. And if you're interested in that story or you're interested in the era, then it's going to be a movie you're going to want to see. I would say bargain price, though, matinee price, not full price. I'm giving it a solid 2 out of 4. I was just hoping for more. With Kent the Movies, I'm Ken Finnerty, online and on the air every Sunday afternoon at 1 on FM News and Talk 95.7 and AM 600 KOGO.